So yeah, we got First Mate, who's the henchman for this box.
Which I love. He was one of the first ones they released some of the art for.
Yeah.
And people were just trying to figure him out initially.
Yes, I am still so disappointed that he's not dual faction Neverborn.
Yeah, that'd be really cool if he was.
Zarita can still infiltrate him, but that's it. You have to get Swamp Fiend to infiltrate him. So he's henchman, living rare, Swamp Fiend and a Sky Pirate, cost 9. He's got a defense 6, willpower 6, 8 wounds, walk of 5, charge 7, height 2. So he's a lot like a standard Slurred as far as charge 7, and he does have a leap. Now let's see. His abilities are Carry the Loot. Whenever an enemy scheme marker within 8 inches is discarded, this model's controller may draw a card and then discard a card. Perfect Camouflage, that's a Slurred ability.
Slurred, yeah.
Attacks generated by charge and shoot actions receive negative while targeting this model if it is not yet activated. And then he has Pounce. So things that end other than a walker charge, he gets to take a 1 AP melee. Now it's interesting, he does not have Silent like normal Slurreds. Silent means that enemies cannot ignore cover while targeting this model.
Oh.
So like Perdita, if she's shooting at a regular Slurred, she can't use her trick shooting to ignore cover.
Oh, okay, because of the...
Because Silent specifically says she can't.
Well, a guy that's wielding a huge anchor as a weapon,
yeah, he's
not exactly a ninja.
Well, he's a Sky Pirate. He got all rowdy and stuff, so...
Drinking his grog.
I mean, you can see in the artwork here, he's smoking a cigar, and there's smoke coming out of his gills.
I know, I love it. It's cool.
So pretty straightforward there. We'll skip to his leap real quick. It's like all Slurreds. It's like a leap.
Yeah.
It is casting 6 with a mask built in, so you need any 4. So it's a pretty solid leap.
A henchman with a leap. I think he's the first henchman with a leap.
Yeah, I mean, you're paying 9 points for what he does. So.
Yeah, versus a Slurp, which is only 7, but I don't think he...
Yeah.
Zarita's the only one that can bring him into Gremlins.
And then there's Marcus can take them because they're beasts.
No.
Although he can't take the First Mate
because he's not a beast.
He's not a beast. He's just a swamp.
That'd be cool though if he could, though, right?
Yeah. Slow. So his one attack is the Slurred Beatdown. Melee 6 with a Crow built in, but no Crow trigger. Resist defense range 1, so pretty close. Target suffers 2, 3, 4, so not like super impressive.
Better than your standard Slurred, though.
a little bit, yes. Not minimum 1. Bite. After damaging, target receives poison +1. Then knock unconscious. After damaging a model with the slow condition, the model gains paralyzed. So if you hit somebody who's been slow...
So you have to slow them beforehand and then...
And then he can knock them unconscious. Swallow you whole. That's one you've probably seen on other models. Now, it's melee 6 with a Crow. It needs 13 with a Tome. So it's a minimum 7 of Tomes.
That's really weird. Because most of them are just masks.
Okay.
A Crow...
It must be slightly different.
Yeah.
But this one is 7 of Tomes, minimum, plus you have to beat their defense. Range 1, sacrifice target, non-leader, unless it discards 2 cards or 2 soul stones, the target must be height 1 or paralyzed. If the target is sacrificed this way, this model heals 2, 3, 4. So, cool. Now, actually, here's where the whole thing kind of comes together. Menacing Croak. It's still an attack, casting 6 versus willpower, range 8. Push enemy model up to 6 inches. So that's the start, is just push them 6.
Okay.
However, it has blank stare built in. After succeeding, the First Mate gains the following condition till end of turn. Staring into space. This model does not count as having activated for perfect camouflage ability. So Menacing Croak, it's always built in too. So you can if you use Menacing Croak and get that,
always be in perfect camouflage.
You can trigger it. Now, of course, that's any time you think you'd need it. You can. Then also built in is always eating. After succeeding, discard target scheme marker within 3 inches of this model. So you just take the Menacing Croak.
Mm-hmm.
It's range 8, no gun, so he can always do it.
Mm-hmm.
And he can just choose to always eating, discard. Then that would trigger the loot, or carry the loot, which you discard a card and discard it. Draw and discard a card.
Okay.
But here, if you gain a crow, if you get a crow, you'd get Gaping Confusion. After succeeding, target gains slow.
So you can do menacing and
So
then...
you'd Menacing Cloak to slow them.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'd Slurred Beat Down to paralyze them. Now here's the thing. He'd need a 3rd AP to also swallow whole.
Yeah, I think it's very similar to Amano Zako's Swallow. You usually like it's not your main option.
Right.
It's
And
like
that's
when it
just
happens,
there.
it's like really cool, but
And yeah, it's just there. And so his upgrade.
oh, he has his own personal. Okay.
Yeah. So his upgrade is
Melee expert, right?
where the captain can't see. Gains the following ability, Down the Gullet. When this model removes an enemy ski marker, which he can do with Menacing Croak, it gains the following condition till end of turn, Armor +1. So every time he removes
a ski
marker, he gets, and he's got Leap. He could leap into base contact with 1.
See, but that's 9 soulstones you're spending on that though. 10 with
Yeah, and it also, his Leap gains the following action, Slurp. On a tome, so you have the mass built in, you just need to get a tome. After succeeding and placing this model, discard target ski marker within 3. So, if you take his upgrade, now he can leap. Once he lands, remove a ski marker within 3. Get all of his ski marker stuff.
Yeah.
And so it is a little weird.
He seems really interesting. It's just that for what you're paying for him, though.
Well, okay, so remember Zip has lots of ways to move enemy models.
So okay, Pounce, yeah.
So there is
There
is Pounce. So Zip could push or no. This is move with the convulsions. And here's the thing: if
we also need to know though, after we look at all the Sky Pirates, we gotta look at the Sky Pirate upgrades.
Yeah,
there might be some that would be better for him. But what do you think of his personal upgrade though? It's 2 soulstone, or it's 1 soulstone.
It's one soulstone. It's very interesting, and if there's enough ski marker heavy ones, or if I'm playing a faction where I think they're gonna pick, like, you know, if I think they're gonna take Colette in a scheme heavy one, I'm like, all right, First Mate might be a good choice. I don't know about his upgrade all the time because the armor has to be an enemy scheme marker, so you can't like set up your own.
But
markers.
in theory, you can like get up to high redonkulous armor. But like by the time you get him to armor 2, it's already turn. That's if your opponent's dropping a ski marker every turn that you can.
Yeah, and it's
better attacks. So First Mate.
Yeah, he has potential, but he does seem a little on the weak side. So we'll see with the upgrades. So going on.